Go.
This one is a sperma. This part is delivered into the ovule. She delivers also the ovule to develop the fertilization. And this one, this is the style, and this the circle is the ovary.
Go.
So today, we're talking about the fertilization of the plants. The fertilization is the function of the male to meet with the female to mate to form a zygote. Today, let's produce the hormone of the males that develop into plants and continental for food store and cell coat to protect layer. And the radical, this part is the radical that protect other everything. So today, it's called an embryo. This one is the zygote, and this one is the embryo. And this also develop and the radical and to the chromosome. This one, the picture is also this, the ovary that also develop of the plant.
Wait lang.
About the topic for today. Let's proceed to another topic. Miss Rosemary Kasapaw.
And now, we tackle the reproductive of animals. Reproductive is a biological process by which an organism produces an offspring that is biologically similar to all organisms. Reproduction enables and ensures the continuity of species, generation after generation, and it's the main feature of the life of Earth. It focuses on gonads or sex organs, associated ducts and glands, and adaptations that aid in the union of gametes, reproductive cells of male and female that are capable of producing a new individual by with the gamete of opposite sex. So, for this definition, we state that animals will have an internal and external fertilization that have individual with a gamete of opposite sex to become or to develop a new animal. And that's
Go.
and
Go.
I have an in video to discuss the reproductive of animals that you will learn and watch carefully to understand the
Reproduction. Reproduction is a biological process by which an organism reproduces an offspring that is biologically similar to the organism. Reproduction enables and ensures the continuity of species generation by generation. It is the main feature of life on Earth. So class, do you think reproduction has its role in this world? Yes, very good answer. Yes, it has a role. So the role of reproduction rather, is to provide the continued existence of a species. It is the process by which living organisms duplicate themselves. So what is animal reproduction? Animal reproduction, it focuses on the gonads, associated ducts and glands, and adaptation that aid in the union of gametes, reproductive cells, male or female, that are capable of producing a new individual by union with the gametes of the opposite sex. Okay class, let's start our discussion properly. So animals have two modes of reproduction, the sexual reproduction and the asexual reproduction. First, the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction takes place when sex cells from male and female animals unite to form a new animal. The gametes or sex cells of animals develop in specialized organs called gonads. So first, we have the male gonads. The male gonads are called testes. The testes produce male gametes called sperm cells. The second, we have female gonads. The female gonads are called ovaries. The ovaries produce female gametes called egg cells or ova. Now, let's move on to fertilization. Fertilization takes place when a sperm unites with an egg cell. The fertilized egg is called a zygote, which develops into an embryo. The embryo undergoes continuous development until it eventually grows into a newborn animal. So class, there are two kinds of fertilization in animals. First, the internal fertilization. Second, the external fertilization. So first, the internal fertilization. The internal fertilization happens when the male animal releases sperm cell into the body of the female animal to fertilize the egg cell. So, the embryo can either develop inside the female body or develop inside an egg laid by the female. There are many examples of animals that have an internal fertilization. There are dog, bird, cat, zebra, cow, carabao, goat, rabbit, pig, giraffe, chicken, and many more. Let's move on to the second one, the external fertilization. External fertilization occurs outside the bodies of the parents. The female releases eggs into the water or attaches them to a plant or rock. The male then releases sperm cells over the eggs to fertilize them. Examples are fish and frogs. Another example of sexual reproduction. First, the born alive. Born alive, these are animals that retain and nourish the fertilized egg inside the body of the female parent. The fertilized egg develops into an embryo that grows while receiving the nourishment from the mother called the placenta. Second, the gestation is time between fertilization and birth of the young animal, like cow, zebra, deer, carabao, dog, cat, pig, and rabbit, that are some of the animals which are born alive. Cells or organs are involved. It does not need one male and one female parent to produce an offspring. A single parent organism simply makes identical copies of itself. Examples are binary fission, fragmentation, and budding. Binary fission, like what I've mentioned earlier. Binary fission occurs when a parent animal divides itself into two. Each half grows into a new individual. Binary fission is also called splitting. Very small animals and certain marine animals reproduce through this method. This allows them to quickly grow clusters of closely living groups or colonies. Examples of binary fissions are planaria and sea anemone. The second one is the fragmentation. Fragmentation is a form of asexual reproduction in which an organism splits into fragments. Each fragment develops into a new individual genetically identical to its parent. The last one is the budding. Budding happens when an outgrowth of the parent animal develops into a new animal. A bunch appears on the parent's body, grows into a bud, and eventually becomes a miniature copy of the parent. A young continues to grow while still attached to the parent and eventually detaches when it is mature enough to survive by itself. Examples are